Royal security bundle Meg off National Theatre as her bags thrown out of Frogmore. Diary sealed by MI5. Meghan Markle was spotted leaving London's National Theatre prior to the couple announcing that they'd be stepping back from royal duties. Meghan's visit to the National's smaller Dorfman Theatre, where she's patron, came shortly after confidant Tom Bradby said the couple were considering their options in the future. Just hours later, the couple took to Instagram where they stated they'd been reflecting for a while and that they'd come to the decision to split their time between the UK and North America. It comes after the couple spent their Christmas break in Canada. The couple escaped England in favour of a break near Vancouver, where they spent their first Christmas together as a family, eschewing the traditional Sandringham festive get-together with the Queen, Prince Philip and the Cambridges. Although the event occurred a long time ago, recently a photo has resurfaced showing Meghan being formally escorted from a theatre in London where she thought she had a meeting set up. Queen Elizabeth wanted to meet with Meghan to discuss matters on the 8th of January 2020, but Meghan told Her Majesty that she couldn't possibly meet with her. Meghan already had her own meeting scheduled. Queen Elizabeth cancelled the theatre meeting and Meghan showed up not knowing this. Meghan long thought the late Queen was an old lady to be ignored, not to be obeyed. Meghan thought she could handle Queen Elizabeth. Well, Meghan was taken to the airport along with 2 bags of clothes and items taken from Frogmore, which is why her diary remained at Frogmore, since it wasn't packed for her. The royal protectors took Meghan on board an airplane where a stern Duchess Sophie and Prince Edward waited. They remained with Markle until she departed the UK for Canada. This occurred on the day before Meghan and Harry sent out the statement via Instagram that they were stepping back from royal duties and would do a half-in, half-out deal. Meghan then returned to Canada, leaving Harry to face the family. Meghan believed that they'd settled the matter, making it clear that they were going to work half-in, half-out, and that of course they could market their brand. She'd also demanded that Harry participate in the meeting via a Zoom conference. But it was a few days later the Sandringham summit arrived and all the Markles' plans collapsed when the Queen told Harry that Meghan was excluded from the meeting, that they couldn't use a title for a trademark, that there was going to be no half-in, half-out, and to make the decision, either they worked for the firm or they didn't, but if they left, goodbye to sponsorships and financial support. According to Harry, he'd given Edward Young 5 plans about his departure and that Young didn't say so in the meeting. According to the leaks, Harry really wanted the Queen to beg Meghan to stay, and when the Queen didn't, Harry started yelling, which upset Charles and William because Harry was rude to the Queen. But William, even so, at the end of the meeting, he tried to get Harry to react, and Harry considered him to be treating him as useless. Remember when Meghan mentioned the diaries in her interview with The Cut, like a passive-aggressive little threat to the monarch, that she's got stuff on them, but the royal family always keeps secret proof as a threat back to Meghan, that the Markles were left behind, so they were investigated, copied, and it's now time to pay the piper. Meg saying that she's not under an NDA, so she can choose to speak or not, something like that. Total threat. The diaries were hidden, and she hadn't considered those diaries, which weren't scanned with multiple copies in various formats, were locked away in vaults by MI5, but they absolutely were. They have a playbook.